Union Home Minister Amit Shah on Saturday kicked off the Har Ghar Tiranga campaign and hoisted the national flag atop his residence. Tweeting about it, he said, "I appeal to all countrymen to hoist the Tiranga at their homes from 13th to 15th August and be a part of this campaign of awakening the spirit of patriotism in every heart." On the other hand, Prime Minister Narendra Modi's mother distributed tricolors to children at her home in Gujarat. The Har Ghar Tiranga initiative of the government is being celebrated from August 13th to 15th. Prime Minister Narendra Modi on Saturday met the Indian contingent at his residence that represented the country in the recently concluded Commonwealth Games. Union Sports Minister Anurag Thakur and MOS Sports Nisit Pramanik were also present at the occasion. The Indian contingent ended the mega event with 61 medals to their kitty, including 22 gold. Speaking while interacting with the athletes, PM Modi said, "This is just the beginning for our Yuva Shakti. The golden age of Indian sports has just begun. We have to create a sports ecosystem that is inclusive, diverse and dynamic." The Indo-Tibetan Border Police Force on Saturday hoisted the national flag across the borders at its centers and deployments in various areas across the country amid the Har Ghar Tiranga campaign being observed from August 13th to 15th. The force hoisted the national flags at its border outposts located at high altitudes at 3,488 km India-China borders. The Har Ghar Tiranga campaign is part of the initiative to commemorate India's 75th anniversary of independence. In a major crackdown, the Jammu and Kashmir administration sacked 4 government employees on Saturday, including the wife of terrorist Bitta Karate. Syed Abdul Mueed, son of the Pakistan-based Hizbul Mujahideen chief Syed Salahuddin, has also been dismissed. Media reports quoted sources as saying that the employees were dismissed for allegedly having terror links and spreading malicious propaganda. Defence Minister Rajnath Singh on Saturday unveiled the statue of Veer Durgadas Rathore on his 385th birth anniversary in Rajasthan's Jodhpur. Veer Durgadas Rathore single-handedly preserved the rule of the Rathore dynasty over Marwar after the death of Maharaja Jashwant Singh in the 17th century. Paying tribute to him, Rajnath Singh said, "Veer Durgadas Rathore is a symbol of courage, valor and devotion." External Affairs Minister S. Jaishankar has said that the relationship between India and China will be impacted if China disturbs peace and tranquility in the border areas. Speaking in Bengaluru, he said, "Our relationship is not normal. It cannot be normal as the border situation is not normal." Jaishankar added that the big problem was the border situation and that the Indian army had been holding its ground. Delhi has recorded its 5th case of monkeypox after a 22-year-old woman of African origin tested positive. The woman had travelled to Africa a month ago. Last week, the 4th patient was recorded in the city when a Nigerian woman was found to be infected with the virus. So far, India has recorded at least 10 patients infected with the virus. 1 death has been reported from Kerala. Meanwhile, more than 31,000 cases have been registered this year globally in over 80 countries. India's retail inflation softened to 6.71% in July, mainly on the account of moderation in food prices as per the government data. In June, retail inflation was at 7.01%. Within food, animal proteins and edible oils saw the biggest downward movement in prices. At least 18 villages have been evacuated as a precaution in Madhya Pradesh, Dhar and Khargone districts after a leakage was reported in an under-construction dam. As per reports, the soil of the under-construction dam on the Karam River had started slipping. Also, an alert has been sounded for downstream villages. The dam's reservoir filled up with water for the first time this monsoon. A team of NDRF and SDERF, besides 2 helicopters and an army column, have been put on standby. All 10 districts of Pakistan-occupied Kashmir are witnessing massive protests and public meetings against Pakistan government's plan to bring in the 15th Amendment to fix the constitutional status of the region. Thousands of people hit streets against the proposed move, which is seen as an attempt to curtail the regional government's powers.